Hey everyone, I'm just coming to you from the end of the video. I just got done recording and I wanted to just give a little commentary on what you're going to see here. This is not going to be a step-by-step guide like my other videos. I'm choosing not to do edits and put my undo warnings in here, so I'm really sorry about that. If you are using this step-by-step guide, I will have a full guide that's more like my normal stuff. It'll be quicker, it'll be better, it'll score better, it'll be more optimized. Next time you see me on this channel. But for now, I really just want to get this video in your hands as soon as possible. So if anyone is struggling with the start of this tower, or you just want to watch me stumble my way through a tower and make a fool of myself, then you can see that today instead of it would probably take me a couple days to edit it if I was actually going through it and making sure everything was good. So this is going to be a little bit rough. I'll just still have my full commentary and we'll get through the tower together. But just want to give you guys a warning about what this video is and is not. So enjoy the video. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Tactical Reset. 9.1 released 2 hours ago now, and I wanted to do a run of this totally blind and see how we do together. The developers did say that they expected this would be a really, really hard stage for people of low sunstones, and that they thought you need 5-digit sunstones to clear the special enemy. This is just going to be a clear 3. Well, hopefully, we'll see how this goes. The first thing that I'm going to look at is that it looks like it's going to be a sword clear on the first two clears and a C2 on C3. So HP won't matter until we get to a Nexus clear. All right, let's get started. All right, so what is going on here? Let's see. Um, okay, so the first thing I see is there's these skill points, and we saw a preview of this. The skill board. How do we access this? Energy wave is V. Make energy is R. So these are the special power-ups we can get from make energy, which I don't know how to get that just yet. Let's see. My altitude. I don't have energy float. Okay. Oh, here it is. Skill board. It was W. All right. So it looks like we can spend skill points and we can get. Let me just grab these skill points here. These are energy, so I grab 300 energy, and I'll just grab these skill points. All right, so we can get shine. I see. So you just get anything, and it has to be adjacent to the squares you already own. So we have the middle square, and we can get 5% of our energy in attack or defense, or we can get HP. Let's see. Is this going to be an attack stage or a defense stage? I heard on Discord. Oh, that's a lot of HP. I heard on the Discord that the stat lines were quite high, so that makes me think attack with Metal World, but this HP is quite high too. Let's check out the Metal Room. Is there an S room? No. Metal Room. Alright, so we have Silver Wishers, so Sunstones should be pretty valuable in this stage. We have Drops of Shimmering Sky. Did I see that? So there are drops of Shimmering Sky on the board, so these cost looks like 1 skill point, and you get 5 of them. Okay, let's see what else is in the metal room. Jammed, as we would expect. So we can get a number of orbs on this level. What is this? You can get Great Tribe Seals. Uh, We don't have Memory of Summer on this account, so we actually can't get in here. We don't have the Sun Metals to do that, so we can't get this Great Tribe Seal. Um, I'm not sure if you can use this in the metal room or not. That would be interesting to know. Don't know that yet. There's dictionaries here. Okay, so these enhance the value of potions on the ground, so those are pretty good, except I'm thinking that if we can get these drops of Shimmering Sky, this is going to be what most of the HP is, probably. These scale a lot better than potions, because they scale with each one that you pick up. Let me think about this. There's also skill points we can get in here. Okay, so this has a floating core. Not sure how these work exactly. Feathers are always good. What is this? Um, infinite yellow keys. Well, that sounds really good to me. Um, really, really good. I'm pretty sure we just don't have the metals to get in there. This is the first thing that I would tend to look at right here. So you can see that's all we can do. Okay. Oh, shoot. We actually don't even have, we're missing a moon metal, so we can't get the feather and this cache in here at the same time. What is this? This is energy wave. All right, so this is like moonstorm, temporary stats while you're on this floor. So what do, oh, and this is an energy key. Um, okay. So we have a new type of key on this level. And we go in here. This must be Nexus access. This room isn't jammed, so we actually can. Okay, this was E that I pressed to open this up. They said this was fast travel. So fast travel lets you. I haven't done this, but in their preview they said you could just travel to any room that you visited. All right, so I see when there's a check mark, I can travel to them. It looks like I didn't. This didn't count because I didn't actively visit it. You have to enter it, and I just got there because that's where I started. It's probably a bug, but it's not a big deal. Let's see. This one doesn't have a check mark. I'm not sure why. Um, well, I kind of want to see what's in here. I can do that since I said this room's not jammed. So what if I just do? Let me see what's in here. Okay, so this is a lot of energy and a feather. It's also water, so that means we can freeze. This looks like a really good room to freeze. I'm not sure if this is what I want to do. Let me just undo this and I'll think about that Nexus area. I mean, my instinct is that this feather is going to be really important. The Blizzard Orb is also really appealing to me. This Blizzard Orb would let me get all this stuff, which seems good if I can get to the Nexus. All the keys seems pretty useful, especially if I can't get that infinite yellow keys. All right. I'm really torn between this cache in here and this feather right here. I can't tell you guys advice like, hey, you should get the feather because I really just don't know what's going to happen in the stage. Um, these skill points look promising. Energy, let's see. So you could see these are 5%. So every time we get this, 1,000 energy is 50 attack or 50 defense on every 2 levels. So that's pretty useful. All right. What I want to do, I also really want this Blizzard Orb. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Let's get the feather. I just can't say no to XP. You also get skill points when you level up, right? So let me see. Yeah, skill points when you level up. So feathers are going to be really important, just like in Moon. It's going to be XP tempo, where more XP will let you get more XP. So I think I'm going to have to take the feather. We just can't get this. This floating core, I'm not sure how the altitude thing works. They talked about altitude on their previews, but um, I'm not sure what it actually does. 1,000 energy seems like what I want to do. Is also my last two metals, sun metals. So let's grab the energy. And then with 6 metals left, I need to make a choice. And I think I just want a skill point. Or possibly the 500 energy. Or possibly a pave orb. You always have... Paves are always good. Let's grab a pave orb with our remaining metals. Because I think I want to do an orb opener here with my sunstones. So metal world's a consideration, but what I saw here makes me think that blizzard orbs are going to be really good. So let's. All right, let's do. What does this look like? So this leaves me not a lot of spare sunstones for stuff. Um, I kind of want to solar mattock to get Nexus access. But I don't know what I really want to do with my sunstones beyond this. I want Bless of Guardian for sure. All right, we're gonna have to get some stats on the tree. So let's see what that looks like, because we don't have any stats right now. So these nodes are, I don't have any moonstorms. Those are on the tree, right? So you just go out here to get those. Oh, I have no HP multiplier, so maybe I want to get some HP multiplier. And maybe this, let's not get this yet. Let me think. I'm not even sure I have stones for Blessing Bell. I think I can get, well, they did say that they put some Forced Eternals, so maybe I want to get HP right now, and that's how I'm going to play the tower. I'm thinking about Mirror Orb. Um, Let me see if there's any good Mirror Orb possibilities. So there's another Blizzard right here that I could get for... can't mirror to that. I mean, a Pave and and the Mattock. So let's see. Is there any other way through this? I don't have the metals to get through, so it really is going to have to... I mean, it could be Glitch Return. Maybe Glitch Return is what I want to do. So this stage is supposed to have really high stat inflation, which means that magic tends to not be nearly as good because it's just our options of this aren't that good. The only thing is maybe a Bless a Blizzard. So I'm gonna want to use Glitch Magic just because I won't have magic for a while to actually cast these spells. So I think glitch return is very reasonable as Nexus access. So maybe I just use the reclaim to get this blizzard orb, and I just get a lot of blizzards. I'm sure we can do something with blizzard orbs. Actually, with fast travel, yeah, blizzards are going to be really, really good for this because we don't need the bereaved freeze, so that might be a good option if you have it, because we can just take ice keys if we freeze them and take them anywhere on the tower. So all the rooms are perfectly connected. Okay, so let's say that blizzard orbs are good, and let's try to get them. So let's see. I am going to want to level up here. I think I just take all these levels. And let's maximize stats for now. And also let's maximize HP. So this HP on the bottom is pretty cheap. Is there a way that we can get that without going down here through the defense and then across? That's stats. I really want stats. So let's see what this looks like if we go um, a solar lunar gate. I'm not sure what we do with that, but surely there's something neat we can do there. I guess we go through here, get an energy wave, we get these crowns, and I have 1 point left. So is that the Reign of Shimmering Sky? I don't know where the Eternals are. Let me hold off on getting that. It's a lot of HP though, geez. And let's just go around. We're gonna want all this energy for sure. So let's grab it. This guy's pretty powerful. Let's just see what's over here. Ah, so it is a Force Eternal. So I am going to want as much HP as I can get. So let's see. I think that means I want to level up. And I want to get both of these Rains of Shimmering Sky just like that. That's 500,000 HP going in there. Uh, the other Rains of Shimmering Sky are kind of far away. Let's see. We can't really get in here. Let's just get all of the energy that is not super expensive. These guys drop energy, so I think I want to punch all of the non-rangers. Just take less damage from this guy. What is this? Okay, so E will let us fast travel. So what this is saying is that we don't have to use the new gate trick on this. We can just fast travel out. Okay, let's see. 60,000 is a lot when we're about to take a Forced Eternal. We do have a blue key here, so we could get this skill point first. Nothing costs 1 that's adjacent to our grid though. So let's just take the 60k. I guess it's fine. I I wonder if we should use an herb to avoid this 60k. And the reason is I don't know how many Force Eternals there are, but this could be millions of HP on this guy. I also could maybe, let's see. I don't know if there's going to be any good mirror orb opportunities here. I was kind of thinking the mirror orb might be a little cheeky way to get a ton of value if the devs I could mirror orb over this even, but I think I don't want to be using resources. I think I just want the HP. Do I? Skipping this Eternal. results in quite a bit more. Let me just see how much more this is. Alright, so we're going to, let's grab a mirror orb. And I might undo, oh, I don't have any digs. And I can still afford this. I can get some digs. These guys do quite a bit of damage. Let me just see how much healing these are giving. 46,000 for each of these. 48,000. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, oh, these guys are pretty tough up here, huh? I'm assuming there's going to be another Eternal in the next room. Yeah, and I can't mirror skip this one. So let's see. The mirror orb, it cost us 500 sunstones, and it gave us, it doubled our HP, basically. A little bit less than double. I mean, I'm not sure if it's worth it since we have the moon orb here. Alright. Let's not do it for now. It's a really interesting idea. Really, really interesting idea to skip this, but let's just grab it. And then we are going to want to grab all of this HP because there is another Eternal, so um, let's see. I mean, let's just use this dig legacy. I'm not sure if it's the right one, but and let's just grab the mirror orb. I'll do this stage without sunstones. We can grab these things, and I'll just leave the 4 sunstones. Lets me get this stuff right now. Alright. Looks like I'm going to have to take a hit I don't want to. And from now on, I probably... Oh, there's energy back here. Let me grab this energy. These golden feathers are very interesting to me, too. I'm going to want those for sure. But I don't know how I'm going to get 4 of those keys. I think I saw them on the grid. So yeah, there's... You can buy them for a whole lot of skill points. I think we are going to be looking for stats here. Alright, which key do I want to use? And probably the yellow key. So let's go this way and use the yellow key. I have the digs to dig up all of these energy items. So there's our Forced Eternal there. Let's dig up all energy. I'm going to just rip the purples on these skill points. I think that stats are going to be really important. I can't get anything yet, but I'm very confident that I'm going to want I'm going to end up wanting those stats. So here's the floating core. Let's see if we can figure out how these work. So 40,000 defense. I mean, am I supposed to moonstorm these? I have a moonstorm. What is I see. Okay, so the defense of floating cores in the room decreases by my energy. So that's why it goes down to 30,000. And killing these does what? Ascend 1. I guess I want this sword just for extremely minor stats. And I guess I want that guy's really expensive. Do I want this skill point? Do I just want to buy all the skill points? I feel like I do want to buy all the skill points. All right, and what we're doing with these is, so maybe we want energy waves to kill the floating cores. What is this? Oh, so floating gate. So I'm at 1 of 2 altitude. Okay, so I believe what's happening is that I need 2 altitude to use this thing, and I'm at 1 altitude. I'm not sure if you start at 1. Um, Probably killing a floating core is going to raise your altitude by some amount, maybe 1 since this is ascend 1. I thought I saw in the metal room. Well, these are descend. I don't know. I mean, this is probably the instance magic that, or not the new magic that kills these. Glimpse of Laplace. I don't know what that does. So, alright, so I'm guessing killing a floating core is going to raise my altitude throughout the whole map by that amount. So I probably need to kill a floating core before I can access that floating gate, right? That makes sense to me. Alright. Well, it kind of makes sense to me. Let's grab this Eternal Potion. More energy. And I wonder how many more Forced Eternals we're going to have. I guess I'm fine to fight these Rangers now. I'm going to want this skill point, so these hits are starting to be more dangerous. Maybe I want to get some more stats. There are 500 attacks on these attack passives, so that's probably what we want. Um, what are these? Energy float? Because this is temporary altitude. I guess killing the floating cores gives permanent altitude, and these will give temporary altitude just for the room that we're in. Okay. I'm gonna want to get... I'm thinking I might need energy waves to like punch up through dangerous enemies. But for now, let me just go ahead and get stats. And I guess the best place is just down here. 500 defense really reduces the damage we're taking from these enemies. I'm going to need to attack to punch the floating cores though, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Energy seems like just the super priority. I always want energy. I'm just going to take the path of least resistance through energy. Here's a platinum key, and it really feels like we don't want to use it on this story. We want to find a way to kill this Berg. So let me see what my options are for that. He has 9,000 attacks, so we're probably not killing him on defense. This might be the right time to just rip one of my frost herbs on this guy. They're not going to scale super well throughout the rest of the level. Um, let's get in here and grab this red key so we can get a feather. Feathers are going to be super important. Okay, we can level up here. And we can get... I'm not sure if we want this HP. I think we might. That will get us to this more attack for 2. Let's see. You know, I guess we want this. Let's try to focus on skill points. Let's go in here and we'll grab the violet key, energy, and this skill point. Um, I'm going to want to get this for stats next. And these guys, let's think about this. I want to get a lot of orbs because I'm going to want to use the moon orb at some point. I'm not sure exactly when. So let's see, what does a frost herb look like on this guy? Okay, that reduces damage by 300,000. Um, I guess we can kill these guys for energy. Should I use this platinum key on this skill point? Platinum keys seem really valuable. Oh, I was going to use the Solar Madoc to grab this Blizzard Orb. It's too late to undo. We'll just do it like this and have this Mirror Orb doubled. I haven't seen a Mirror Orb on the stage yet, so maybe they are, uh, they will be good. Okay, we'll just use a Frost Herb to get through this guy. What is this room? Alright, so this room has these switches, and why do I care about these? So this covers up the cores when I hit this switch. Alright. But I can unhit it for 4 reds. So let's go ahead and just hit this switch. I want these skill points, I want this energy, and I think this is going to path into the room a lot easier. So let me see what this looks like. This is just a ton of stats we're getting. Um, we have 3 skill points, so let's go ahead and I guess I'm just going for stats. That's a thousand attack is really good. You can see that reduces the damage of these guys by 12,000. And that's just going to keep on scaling as we get more and more energy. So we're probably going to be forced onto moonstorms at some point, but for now, I'm going to keep on just trying to get stats. Stats is, it's always good in Tactical Nexus. I do need to hit this switch up here to move on. Okay, so 80,000 on this guy. 1,000 energy reduces that quite a bit. The only thing is, I think maybe we want to go access the floating cores. Maybe there's stuff in the upper rooms that's really good that we need. So maybe this isn't right. It's a first attempt. We'll see how this goes. All right, we're gonna hit this guy because this is gonna get us the 1,000 energy here, which is a lot of stats. And these. So we can't get into here until we get a bunch of red keys. And this, yep, Forced Eternal. Um, these guys are... What is this? These guys do a lot of damage. And there's a bladeless sword here. So that's actually like a 50% XP gain. I don't have the resources to get this now, but maybe this is something we should route around if we did. You could promote this too if you had promote magic, which I don't on this account. But if you did, that would be um, more than double the XP, at least on this Elder tier. So that's a real consideration. Let me punch this guy for the HP. This is positive. This is healing for more than I'm taking from this guy before the Forced Eternal. I can take a level first, actually. Alright, we have 2 skill points, so we can go after some defense stats, or maybe we're going to need some Moonstorms to tackle that next area. Let's get defense. This one. I'm choosing this just because this opens up more options of what I can take, whereas this I already have this one opening up this option. So that's 1200 defense, lowers this guy by quite a bit. Alright, I'm just trying to see what I want to do with the altitude. Because I'd really like to access this and see what's going on up there. But I don't have the ability to kill this core yet. Um, I probably want this that heals for way more than I took from the thieves. And we're having another Forced Eternal right now. So let's take the Eternal. Alright, these are a little bit more reasonable, 90,000. But maybe we should just farm out all of these guys for energy. It's quite a bit of stats. These guys give red potions. Maybe with red medicine that would be better, but I'm thinking I want to see how we scale with the stage instead. I guess I want these blue keys. I talked about freezing these, but I don't have the blizzard orbs for that just yet. So let me just grab them for now, and we'll think about optimizations for next time. Um, I don't have energy keys. These orb caches. This would be amazing if we could get in here somehow. I'm guessing I'm probably buying this swap just because I'm going to be using the moon orb at some point. And I could moonstorm this. This seems like a good moonstorm. It puts this core almost in range of us. And, you know, maybe I should just farm all of, 50 energy. Alright, fine. I think all the crowns on this stage are retroactive crowns, so you can just take HP right away. It doesn't help since I didn't budget any potion legacies in, but we can just grab them. Alright, I'm thinking we might need to grab some moonstorms here. Maybe I want to grab another moonstorm for this room. That lets me kill this core. So let's do that and see what this does. That gives quite a bit of XP. And let's see. So we have 2 altitude now. We can get through this. I can grab this necklace for a really minor value. All right, and nice. So we can get through here. I guess I didn't test if we could get through here before. Okay, so we have access to these 2 rooms, and we can go back. All right, so what are we going to do about this? So we can re-access these rooms with a jump orb after we do this. We also have this solar moon lunar gate, so we can use this. We can't put it on here. Yeah, can't do it on there. Oh, it's actually jammed in these rooms. Are these all jammed? All right, so this one's not jammed. This one is jammed. So it's much harder to get back into here. So maybe I wait for this room and I go into this one to get all these stats and the defender over the longsword or the standard sword, and I can drop I'm not quite ready to fight this room, but I can drop one of my gates in here, get this energy, get the stats, get the defender, and if I just drop the solar gate in here, I believe this means I can just leave, and now I can drop the lunar gate anywhere, and I can re-access this room through the lunar gate anytime I want because I can fast travel to this gate. So let's do that for now. Um, you could reclaim through this to get to that bladeless. These guys are relatively cheap. Um, is there not going to be an opportunity to get another freeze orb? I'm looking at this moon orb. I don't have any paves really, but maybe what I want to do is I want to go towards this energy key, and I can use that for one of these orb caches to get a big moon orb. And was that a Force Eternals? All right, no more Force Eternals. So this is the HP we're going to be working with. Um, maybe I want to go through here to get these defense stats. All right, so let's look at where the skill points exist. Um, trade a yellow for a blue, I guess, is fine. The skill points are down here with the spring orb, which would be obviously fantastic to get. 50,000 on these. This core has 120,000 defense, so that's way more scary than the ones before. This would raise it by 2. So maybe I want to double Moonstorm in this room. I can just grab 2 of these. Double Moonstorm will zero this room. It'll get this core. Not quite in range. That's tough. Let me just scout the next room. There's a lot of skill points in this room and a feather. 2 of 6. So maybe I want a temporary. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So maybe I do want to grab these, and I want to Moonstorm this room. Moonstorm is based on my energy, so maybe I want to farm as much as I can from previous rooms to get energy, but I am going to get XP multipliers, so it's really hard to say what the right answer is. Do I just want this skill point? And I guess let's use the purple keys to get this skill point. I don't know about the platinum keys. I get more energy this way too. Alright, so now it's a little bit better. I guess we're going to have to do that. I'm going to want to grab all these skill points, so let me get the feather first. And I'm thinking about paving right here to save a platinum key. I still need this skill point though. So is this just a pay for a platinum? I mean, I guess I'm fine with that. And he gets me access to here now, which doesn't really do anything now that I think about it. there's a lot of red keys here, so I can't. Let's get. Well, I can grab one of these ups. Let's see how these work. Yeah, so that's 7 on this floor. Um, oh, I wish I had the infinite yellow keys here. Oh man, look at this. There is a reclamation orb. If we had the yellow keys to get that, that would be huge to Moon Orb. Um, that many yellow keys just seems unrealistic, though. I'm not sure if we want to use this on this core or not. However, I am going to want all these skill points. I'm almost certain of that. That much I am pretty sure of. So that's red keys. There are red keys on this floor. And blue keys. I'm also thinking about getting access to this one. Maybe once I can naturally kill, once I get to 4 altitude naturally, I can do that. It might be a little bit of time before I get there. Okay. Um, all right, maybe I do want to moonstorm this room just a little bit. Actually, I have stats. Stats are what I want. So let me grab stats might be what I want. I'm still not completely sure. Um, okay, I'm gonna grab permanent stats. I think that I'm going to need stats eventually, and I think that overdoing Moonstorm is probably just gonna put me too far behind to a point where I just run out of options eventually. But also, maybe you just need a Moonstorm. Maybe I'm wrong about that. There's another 1,000 defense here. It doesn't path us towards anything, but it is starting to make these enemies just naturally killable. 300,000 on the Rangers. This is appealing in here, all of these jump orbs. I'm going to shift eat this room. Alright, let me go to my moon gate and see what this room is looking like. Um, yep, I mean, I still feel like I'm just not ready for that room. Alright, We have 2 moonstorms in this room. I have red keys, so maybe I'm just grabbing all of these skill points right now and just continuing to choose stats. I have a ton of... Let's see. I think I want to go up here. I'll grab these 2 moonstorms, and I will grab these 2-point passives. Red keys for skill points. 400,000 for a skill point is a little bit more than I want to pay. I'm thinking about just swapping this shadow to move on, but uh, I'm also thinking about I'm thinking about a lot of things. I'm thinking about how I seem to just be running out of options. I really want to get a second. I want to get more orbs so I can do a big moon orb. I can get all of the jumps I need here. So this will be 5 jumps. What I really want is another blizzard orb. I'd love to get in here too. So maybe the next step is I want to get this energy, and we can do that with jump orbs, which we have a lot of. We can get a lot of these keys. So if I punch this guy for 200,000, I can jump this guy and gather these reds and just leave back to the current room. And I can do the same with these blues, which is a little bit of waste of a jump, but I get a lot of energy out of it. So yeah, I mean, that seems not too bad. These guys are 300,000 now. I'm not going to get a Blizzard Orb, am I? I'm just going to have to work with the 2 that I generate from this. Oh, can I even get some paves or something? Yeah, I mean, I can, right? Like, I can do it like this. Either a swap. Let me think how I want to do this. Burn 1 swap for a red key here. And a blue for this swap. That keeps it a swap neutral. Okay, okay, yeah. And then I'm going to set up for a moon orb. Which is... I could get another violet key, which doesn't help me. Doesn't help me. I could get 2 if I really needed to, pretty cheaply. Um, 1 more and I could get these pave orbs to have 10 paves. I'd have to expend a swap on the yellow shadow because I don't have the stats to kill him. Is there another violet key somewhere? in there if I got to the edges. Actually, in here, maybe? Maybe I have the energy now to do this. If I use I can use 3 moonstorms here. If I need 3. There are plenty of enemies to kill. This is interesting. These actually give quite a bit of... maybe I do 1 more moonstorm. If I grab this moonstorm, this Master Ranger is very, very dangerous. Um, well, I could just go through here to get a skill point. And I'm out of blue keys. So what am I going to do about that? Buy 2 blue keys for a violet key? Surely this won't, surely that won't be bad for us later. Another skill point. So what I could do is I could go try to get this energy key before doubling, and that would allow me to spin an energy key and 2 plats to get this blizzard. But I also kind of need attack to get through these great thieves. This actually doesn't do anything for us. This is not very good. If I get defense, like this one, for example, that takes quite a bit off of the violet shadows. But I think I'm going to need to get the attack. And that's just so I can get through this guy, basically. I'm going to take 300,000 to punch through that guy. Continue to take skill points and... Okay, let me think about this. The violet situation now. So there's 1 violet. I wasted a violet for the blue keys. I don't have metals. All right, I think we're not going to be able to get those. Let's swap this guy and just take a look in here. Okay, so here's more keys, and here's a golden feather. Um, do I want to use 3 moonstorms on this room? Maybe. Let me take a look at what this looks like. 300,000 on this guy. I think if we use one more moonstorm on this room, um, which we can just buy. Let's see, this one. Alright, yeah, that'll let us kill this core down here and take pretty minimal damage. I mean, not minimal, we're actually getting really messed up. But we can punch down this core, and that'll get us a lot of XP. Um, we just need one more altitude, and we can access that other area. I'd really love to get this golden feather. Um, plat keys. So I can get one for an energy key. I could pave through here and do 3 plats. I get a plat for a jump in here. But we didn't have access to that core yet, right? Right, right. So we'd have to spend resources to get that, which isn't that big of a deal, but we would have to do that. I think what it's time for is we're going to get our violet keys and we are going to um, surely there's a red key somewhere for us, right? Ooh, these guys are pretty strong. Alright, this is going to require a moonstorm to get through. They're still pretty dangerous, these thieves. So, um, I'm looking at this equipment of the Guardian here, and stuff is going to be really, really good, especially if I get this node here, and our level seems kind of low. But I'd like to do something about that level. Um, so what we're going to do is... Do I have red key magic? 6 levels and I could get red key magic to that, but I don't think we're gonna have 6 levels. I could get this red key here. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'll pave here. I will fast travel out. I will grab these swaps. I will swap this guy. And now I'm going to go ahead and rip the moon orb. This is all the basic orbs and a blizzard orb and the mirror that I'm going to try to figure out something with. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate Glitch Nexus with time travel. I'm going to just use 2 jumps to cross here. And I'm going to go ahead and Blizzard Orb the first Nexus level. I can dig all this energy. I can grab the feather. All of this energy. I'm just going to dig up all the energy. It's a pretty good value. And my digs are plentiful right now. We probably don't need... I used, what did I use? The dig legacy. You probably don't need that based on what I'm seeing. It's definitely nice, though. Alright, well... I guess I could get that feather for, one... Like, it would look like this if I'm going... I would get this. I would double jump here. I'd swap this guy. I would... Um, I guess I'd swap this guy, get this energy. I'd swap here, get this energy. I'd swap here, get this energy, and then I'd swap here, get the feather, and then I would leave, is probably what I do. Let me just see what this room is. Altitude 50. So I think I don't see another exit here, so I think we need altitude 50 to get through here. There's some energy floats, um, but it doesn't look like I want to be in here yet. So let's say that I spin all these orbs to get this feather, and let's just evacuate. All right. Now what do I want to do? Uh, this room has all the keys that we could ever need, basically. So if I could get a lot of moonstorms, I could just pillage that for keys, which would probably solve a lot of problems. So let's keep that in mind if we can. Well, let me think about that, actually. We don't even have the altitude for this one yet. If I take moonstorms, just 4 moonstorms here, and I just moonstorm 4 times, can I actually get through the violet shadows? The big violet shadows are pretty unrealistic. Everything else is pretty reasonable. Let me see what this looks like. This feels pretty good. If I... The platinum shadows are not realistic at all. I can kill this floating core. I'm kind of tempted to just go all in on moonstorms in this room. I still have quite a few that are fairly easily reachable. Looks like the violet shadows are just not in the cards here. So let's not go too crazy on this. But let's go ahead and gather all the stuff that we can. I'm looking at these red shadows. Maybe I do need... Well... Okay, I think I might just have to pay the energy key later to get back in here. Um, I don't really see how I can. I mean, I could get the energy key right now and just use it to get in here. See what this looks like. This room feels like a huge tempo room. Like I feel like I'm going to come out of here and then all of a sudden I'm going to be able to play the game. These big shadows are just not realistic though, unfortunately. Yeah, this doesn't help like at all. Maybe if you had a bunch of the equipment bonuses. But this does get us quite a few keys, so let's just accept that we're losing some value on these keys, because I think, at low resources you have to give stuff up eventually. Our altitude is higher. I want this energy. So maybe it's now time to reopen this. So that's a pave and 3 reds because we're out of reds. We can't punch that core yet, but we can go in here. I see a feather there that I want. And all right, let's get the feather. This one is not jammed, so we can simply jump back in to get this. I'm running out of digs here. This is just 3 paves, I think. I think this is just a heist for the feather and the skill point. So let's just 3 paves right here. And we will... There's nothing else I really want in here, so we'll just... it's there, we can escape. Alright, I really need this platinum key. This will get me the thing that I want, so let me go ahead and grab this. I am running out of digs now because I dug so much in that one room, so... I do want the skill point though. And maybe that's all I want for now in this room. I have 5 skill points, so I think it's time to start indexing into stats again. So I'm going to grab um, this defense. And I guess I want to get up here. So I'll grab another Moongate so that I can get up here for more defense. And then I'll get up here and grab all these stats. This is an interesting one too. I probably want to get that at some point. These thieves are getting really reasonable. The not quite reasonable on the shadows yet. But alright, watch this now. I'm going to go ahead and go back into this room. And I still have orbs from the moon orb, so I think it's time to cash this in. I think there's no benefit to hitting this switch, but there's no benefit to not hitting it. We'll pave and do this, 600% XP, and we'll exit out. Alright. XP is starting to actually get somewhere. We can get through this room, barely, but these guys are punchable now. I think I don't care about this equipment. I think it's feeling kind of like a trap. Anything else I really want in this room? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking I'm just going to go through here. 50,000 on these is honestly not too bad. So we can go through this room, continue to level up, and I can go towards These swords is probably what I want to go to. I also maybe want to get one of these ups so that I can, let's see, this 4 of 6 room, unless I can find a core to break and get to altitude. Let me see, where was that room? That was this one. 40,000 defense. Once I can farm these yellow shadows, there's actually a lot of yellow shadows that I can kill. Alright, but we have options now. So let me go ahead and farm this room out just a little bit, and I want to level up. And I'm thinking the time has come for me to just grab this energy float. And I might just want to go up here to see, because these things have been pretty valuable. Alright, so I'm looking at this feather here. That might be where I use this mirror orb. Um, it's not jammed, so I can return to this room. It might be time to go for this feather. So let's do that. I think I can simply trade a little bit of life, and we have a swap orb. So let's go ahead and spin the swap on this guy, and we'll grab this feather. And I think I'll pay 200,000 for a skill point. And I think I'll pay a swap for another skill point. And I'll fast travel out. On the grid, I think we're just going to go for... just keep on leveling stats. When in doubt in this game, just get stats. Okay. These guys are zeroed. I need 2 for my next stat upgrade. These bergs are actually zeroed. I'm really liking defense on this level. Kind of like a parity seems okay. Let's get more defense. And we have these big yellow shadows zeroed, so that is a big source of potential XP for us. I'll spend this on skill points. Oh, there's a feather here. This feather is a priority for me. I guess I'm just gonna have to spend a yellow key to... Well, let me look at this room. Let's just farm these guys out a little bit. I can get, I actually had enough stats to get that, so let me just keep on getting stats. So I'm really liking defense. Let me get another defense even though it's 3 for this one, and then I can tell you, we can just pretend that I got that on, I delayed on purpose so that I could get that. That'll be a secret between us. Who's to say it's wrong? Besides everyone who was watching. Alright, at least these enemies are looking really killable now. Imagine if I had a bladeless claymore, I feel like I would be completely outscaling the level at this point. So, if you guys have access to bladeless, I highly recommend promoting that. It just seems right. We have attack here that we'll grab. Just keep on getting stats. Like I said, I'm liking defense better, but I do need attack. Alright, I'll just farm these enemies out. I'm having a lot of yellow keys now. Um, Perhaps it's time... Not quite, not quite, not quite ready for that. Maybe it's time for this, though. Yeah, this is what it's time for sure. Absolutely. We should have been in here earlier. Um, all right, let's see. Our blue keys are actually a little bit limited right now. Um, so I think we're going to want to go like this, HP and attack, and then we can get these two defense nodes. A little bit more defense will make these blue shadows quite a bit more approachable. This is a pave, right? We pave for a skill point and a swap. And we'll come back here. I guess at this point I'll just kill the yellow shadows. I don't think it matters too much. I'm really hoping that I use this freeze at some point to do something. I'm looking at these heavenlies, but I might want these yellow keys for something later. This one... Alright, so we actually could look down here and get this feather. Let's see what getting this feather looks like. Our dig situation is good again. We can actually get pretty close to it, right? If we just go through these guys. This guy's actually pretty approachable. This guy's even almost approachable. Not quite though, huh? Alright. Let's see. Mirror takes us to that guy. So I think if we pave here, we can mirror... Oh, we have to pave through this ice sword. I prefer the Mistblade anyway. So what we can do is we can just disarm that, pave in here, mirror the feather, and obviously I can't beat these cron enemies, but I can just pay a plat key to grab the Mistblade from behind and the energy, and I can get in here and get the spell power, or the skill point too. And I suppose I can get this skill point as well while I'm on this side. Alright, so that makes me feel quite a bit stronger. I missed this skill point, but it's not... I mean, 2 paves will get it. That's all my paves, though. I'm not sure I want to spend all my paves for a skill point, so let's pass on it for now. It might be fine to do. Um, let's see. We have levels now, so we're going to take... I think I just want both of these defense points. And the idea behind this is these blue shadows would be really, really good to zero out. I need to get 40,000 defense for that, so that's our goal, is the blue shadows. There's a lot of just random stuff on the ground I can grab. Free enemies, they have energy. I like energy. I need more energy. This feather I never got, and I can now. These guys are very cheap, so there's the feather. Let's look at feathers. Looks like I have all the feathers that I'm aware of. I need to spend violets to get through this room. Okay. I guess I spin a violet then. I want to get all this energy. I can get... Let's see, I already got both of these defense ones. So I'd really like to get... I guess my next step is the 3-cost defense ones, because I'm really looking to zero the blue shadows. That seems like a very reasonable goal at this point. So I have a 3 here that I can get. So I guess that's the next thing we'll do. That should get us pretty close to zeroing those blue shadows. And let's see what the next room looks like. All right. Pretty expensive to get in here. But once we're in, we could get this feather. I could swap this guy out of the way and pay for this feather. Or I could use some moonstorms here. So for 2 moonstorms, I can't really clear everything out. So let me check the next room, since I can just punch through these guys. I have stats. 100,000 on these. Okay, let's just... Let's just keep leveling up. What's back here, by the way? Okay, this is an unlock. You need... What is this? You just need 10 reclaims? I have seen 1, and it costs 2 of the energy keys. So I don't... they must be in the Nexus. There must be more than this reclaim on the map. So, I don't know, guys. This map is a little bit crazy. I'm checking here to see what the stat line is here, and I'm just flailing at this point. I'm just thinking, is it time to go in here? And no, I don't think it is still. All right, I'm thinking what it might be time for is it might be time to get into this area, and we'll just kill everything back here while we're here. 80,000 on the blue shadows. We can fast travel to exit. I want to get through here. I don't know what's up there, so let's see. Maybe let's just grab a up, which is going to be... this one costs 1. 1 is a cool cost, so let's just do that. And let's check out what's up here. Okay, so... what is this? What am I looking at? So the tier of enemies in this room is actually not that high, to the point where with Moonstorms, we actually could get through here for all of our HP and kill this, but maybe it's not quite ready for that. So let me, I mean, this is clearly the Blizzard Orb, right? Very clearly. This doesn't freeze those, does it? No, it doesn't. There will be ice keys in here later if we get another Blizzard Orb. This is what I was talking about. So let's remember this, that we can get all these keys on ice. And I'm just going to Blizzard this. I want all the feathers I can get. And I want all the energy I can get. 50 energy is now, well, it's not that much attack, but it's something. I guess I want these two. This is quite a bit of attack. And we have the digs. Alright, and then let's just kill the enemies that are free in here because, I mean, we just need levels. I should block. Let me block this. So mouse avoid list. We'll go ahead and avoid the ice keys, and we'll kill everything that's free, which is what we've killed. The only consideration is this guy, and I am considering this because the Belt of Small Infinites is just a better item than the Sunstone Cross, so I feel like it would probably pay for itself in the long run. I don't know if we're going to get other equipment. Equipment has seemed pretty scarce on this tower. But this is also a pop, so if I want to get the Celts, then I'd have to spend a jump each time, 2 jumps, or 1 if I do this. So let's pass on the equipment for now. And um, let's think about this room now. So the red shadows are zeroed. Yeah, I'm not ready for this room. There are mirror orbs in this room. I still have the 1 mirror that I bought with metals, or with sunstones. I could get a key, this key down here, probably, and just open this up. But I think I'm close to being able to do this without that. So let's go back to the kind of the lower area, and let's just farm a bit. Our XP multiplier is not great, and we don't have the bladeless, but it's fine. We are getting levels. Let me look at this room. All right. Let's keep on getting stats. Stats is the name of the game, to be sure. I see up here is probably what I want to do. Let's grab a defense passive. I probably am going to want to we're probably going to want to get these red shadows zeroed at some point. I'm happy to pay these purples, but these guys are a lot, so maybe we just pave in for these skill points on the side, and for these paves, skip the violet doors. This pave seems obvious, or maybe we just pay the violet for that one. Let's see now. This guy will give us another of our defense passives once we level up. And um, so for 3 Moonstorms, I actually can get quite a bit of this done, including both feathers with the swap. So I think it's time to do this now. So let's go ahead and go inside here. It feels like we should open this violet door so that we can jump back in at some point. So let's do that. And I'm going to pave for the feather back here and the energy. And I guess I'm just picking up these keys. The reason I'm not getting the feather right now is because I plan on exiting afterwards because the star tier is too powerful for us. Let's see. I'd really like to get this spell power. Is this just another pave? It could be a swap as well. Paves are more plentiful. Let's just use a pave on it. And we can get I guess we're getting this Moonstorm, and we're just going down here to get more defense. Star tier is still overwhelmingly powerful. And I guess I'm going to kill the enemies in here while I'm here, just because I guess I need the levels. This guy for a skill point. That guy's totally unrealistic. We'll just kill these guys while we're here. Um, HP is actually kind of a consideration. So let's just spend a swap, get the feather, and let's leave. All right. These guys are zeroed, so we can just walk through this room, and we can walk through this room. This guy's not zeroed. He's very, very dangerous, so we can't walk through him. But there is energy in this room. I think I want to just collect energy. Um, Again, you can pick up the HP freely. So I'm just hitting zeroed mobs, looking for more defense. That almost has a red shadow zeroed, and that will give us a lot of red keys that will be really, really nice for us. Um, all right, that's another. I can get this energy key. I don't know what I want to spend this on, but I imagine I definitely want this. But I don't, I can get that anytime. Let's get stats. I'm looking for more defense passives, and I don't see them except over here. So I'm going to just wait and get those after I level up, which I will here. And then I will start getting these 4 skill point defense passives. Yeah, these guys are zeroed now. That is awesome for us. And we have 40,000 attack naturally now. So what that means is we actually can kill... Oh, not those. Are there any... Well, surely I want to kill this now. Raise my altitude by 1, raise my altitude by 1. Um, I guess I'll pay for this and raise my altitude by 1 here. Even if I want this tribe, I definitely pave instead of using the energy key. Energy reload, this seems really, really appealing, so I definitely am considering that. But I don't have the energy keys for that. We're just taking these defense passives. We're trying to get 80,000 was our next breakpoint. This guy's on a switch, which is why I'm not collecting all of this stuff yet. Once I do this, I lose access to her, which maybe is fine, but I guess I don't want to just yet. Oh, this is smashable. Um, let's see. I mean, this is actually I could get this reclaim. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I could get it right now. Let's just keep that in mind, just in case. I should have gotten this skill point when I was here. Let's just keep that in mind. If we need a reclaim for something, we can get that fairly easily. This area. So for 2 moonstorms, we could full clear this room. If I could get 3, if I buy 1 more moonstorm here, or I buy this defense maybe. I just want to keep buying defense. 400,000. Yeah, the defense is so good. The defense is amazing on this map. Um, all right, let's continue. Actually, there is a lot of XP I can get if I'm just trying to level up so that I can get these defense passives. Well, these guys give energy, so I guess this is better. But in the Nexus, there's a whole bunch of yellow shadows and blue shadows that are now zeroed. So I could go to the Nexus and but this is also a feather. Let me look at this. Sorry guys, sorry. Which one is it? It's this one. So for 3 moonstorms, these guys are done. So let's do this room now. And what this is going to look like is we'll go through here, we'll grab this equipment. What does stepping on this switch do? Is it bad? Is there anything bad for it? It looks just positive. So we'll step on that switch, and I'm going to fully clear out this room, and we won't be coming back here ever. So I don't care about these pops. I could use a key on these mirrors, but Oh, I guess I need to use a swap on this guy. This guy, his stat line is not... I mean, breakers are always really annoying. Alright. We can smash this core for their altitude. Um, Prism Shield is a consideration, but equipment kind of sucks right now, so... maybe I don't care. There's also a Belt of Small Infinites in here for free. Um, I can also get a ton of Platinum keys for a ton of Violet keys. If I get 4 more Violet keys, I actually could get this crown, which I'm operating at 80%. This would be a ton of HP. So let me see what our Violet key situation is like. So I could, because it's hard to get back in this room. It costs energy. So if I am going to get in this room, maybe it's not time for this yet. And instead, I want to uh, source 1 more red key for the Prism Shield. I don't know if we want that, but that's a consideration. And 4 more Violet keys. So Violet keys. Let's look together. So there's 3 in there. Actually, maybe it's time. You know what we could do is we could get this and we could use that to re-enter the shadow room. And we can't do the platinum shadows yet, but this would get us permanent entry to this room. So we could, yeah. This is good. This is good. This is good. So let's go to the Nexus, which I think is it this one? Close enough. And I'll just farm out these shadows for levels. I need to get 2 levels, and then I will get the key, and I'll go back to the big shadow room. So we'll get the key, and big shadow room is here. Open this up, and we'll do all of these shadows. I don't have to do all of them because I have full access to this room now. So let me, even the little plats are almost ready. So let me just get the plats that I need, and we'll go right back to this room. And now we'll go in like this. And, um, right, we use 3 storms, so that's fine. This guy does 1,000,000. 1,000,000 for a swap. I'm starting to consider just killing this guy. Um, Let me get my passive. I'm just going to kill him. Is there any attack I can get? Alright, we'll just kill him. Um, and I think maybe I do want the prism. Like, defense is the way to go on this level. So I'll just grab it. And maybe I'll start, like let's see. So this now gives... This is a pretty good 1-pointer now with the prism shield on. So I guess prism is fine. I'm going to grab all of these platinums and the crown. Tons of HP now. We can grab everything in here. Don't really need those digs since we did the dig legacy at the start. We'll kill all of these guys, and this is looking good, guys. This is, I think we're going to get through this tower. Got a good feeling about this. This guy, not quite zeroed, but we are getting close. We're out of defenses, but we can get this. 3 for the defense from items, which we have the prism shield now. This feather over here is a big consideration. 1 swap could get it. 1 swap and a violet. We're kind of running low on violets, but I think it should be okay. Let's grab the feather and let's use fast travel to escape. 300,000 on the Berg. There's no more defense that I see, unless I'm missing something, left in my skill board. So I am going to... Oh, actually, speaking of my script, this is what I saw is I saw the sun moon gate, so I wanted to come back here and clear this room out. It has a lot of energy in it that I want. Um, let's see. I swap for this energy is a interesting idea, but I don't think that's what I want to do. I do want to pay 2 blues for a skill point, and I guess I want to get in here, and I guess I want to get in here, and I guess there's no reason to get in there just yet. Star tiers still a little bit more powerful than we are. This is probably a fine blue to do. And um, I guess I'll open this side and I'll kill that guy. All right, and that will be good for this room for now. Let me just check my feather situation and my scroll. So if I need 4 of these to get that, I just don't have the energy keys for that yet. All right, so let's just fast travel back to our forward position. Um, since, like I was going to say, since there's no more defense on our grid, I think it is fine to just punch through this guy, although I can dig up all this energy, which I think I want to do anyway just because I am addicted to energy. Um, I guess I'm addicted to this energy too. And I guess I'm addicted to this energy. There's a couple energy floats here. So let me look at what our floats are. So um, let me check my core situation. So there's this one. So this is why you want to get the metal one, is so you can get an altitude there. This one, I guess I don't have any level 1s, so it's only the level 2s, which have 120,000. So I could use one of these. I could use this one right here, right now, to check in with this altitude. I have the blue keys for that. So I don't know if I want to do this. Let me just look, though. There's a feather down there, and I think I can get there with a I can mirror orb from here and grab that. So that's a very possible feather. This room is begging to be frozen, but I actually outstat it now, so I can maybe just walk in here and do this. Um, we don't need to do this though. I want to get in there, but we can actually just use one Moonstorm on one of my tier 2 cores, I think, right? So the core here is okay, so we're not quite there. All right, so I changed my mind. We are actually just going to use a boost to get into that area to keep our tempo high. I don't know if we're going to need these boosts later, but we're still just trying to figure out how this tower works. So let's go into this one first. I think I can just walk up here. I can dig up all this energy, and I can just go straight to this feather. I have the shadow zeroed, so I might as well just... I'm just going to go through and get all of this energy. I have the violet shadows zeroed. Um, I guess there is a star tier in the way of the other side, so maybe that's all for now. I'll just spend a jump orb to get back in when I'm ready, and we'll fast travel out to this one. I want to get this feather. Um, this is going to be the mirror orb, I'm pretty sure. We can use we just pave here and mirror here. I don't know what I need all these platinum keys for anymore, but I kind of want this. I kind of want these skill points before I do that. So let me kill this guy. Let me take both of these attack nodes. I have a few more attack nodes I can take since I've been prowling defense. I'm willing to pay 600,000 for that guy. I should have gotten the energy first, but it's not a big deal. Um, I want to see what's down here. So this is probably an undo, but let me just go down here. What in the world is this? Okay, that's just a... Um, all right, well, it's very clear to me that I'm not ready for this room just yet. So let's back on out. Pretend that guy didn't see us. And I think that skill point's too hard to get. So let's just go ahead and mirror over here. I'll grab the platinum key for fun. And I think I am going to triple pave. This is very expensive on paves, but I think I do want this skill point. And let's go ahead. Let's grab this one too. I'm out of paves, but I love skill points. All right, that has this berg zeroed because we collected more energy. I probably want that energy, but let's see what's in here. How do you get into this room? Is this a forced mirror orb? It is a forced mirror orb. That's why they're giving us this. There's 2 feathers in there. I can just punch through all these guys, though, so maybe I punch through... I want to get a board reset. I'm not sure how to do that, but a board reset would be really nice. These feathers would be really nice. Skill points. Let's see. The star tier is too powerful for us. And I actually need an energy key to leave this room. Okay. Fine. Um, this is just gonna get swapped. Let's go get the feathers. Let's mirror in, and we'll have to pay a mirror tax. I don't want to use these moonstorms. I do want to pay 600,000 for this. Well, I don't really want to, but I guess I will. I guess I can pay 700,000 for this. There comes a time in most towers where you have to just start spending your HP um, to move, and I guess we're at that point. Um, I guess I want this energy. And I guess I go in here, and I am going to... this looks like this. I swap the final slasher, that gets me access to here. This floating core is the greatest enemy in the world. I can't even touch him. I can open this red door. I swap this guy out of the way. I pay for the feather. Wait, I want to see what's in here. Let me look at what's in here. What? What is this? Um, I have no words for this room. This is, yeah, let's just get out of here. Apologize to those guys for bothering them. And, shoot. All right, we jump here and swap this guy like this. We're out of orbs. We'll just fast travel out of this room. And I guess we're just farming some enemies here. I need to get a another key. And is it really the 7? Is that the best one I have? I feel like that might be the best one I have, which is kind of sad. Okay, I mean, I have the skill points right now because I forgot to take these nodes, which would have been really good in this room, but we'll figure it out. The switch is where? The switch also does what? It gets rid of all these things at the ends, and I kind of want, those are things, and I want things. I really am a big fan of things. So let's see if we can grab those things before I turn this room off. I have wasted all my orbs. Well, not a waste, but I have certainly used all my orbs. There is another switch for violets that we can get access to this stuff again later. So maybe it's not the worst thing, but 500,000 for a skill point is fine at this point. Um, so we'll go ahead and punch this switch. Swap for a skill point. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I don't have the ability to beat up the star tier yet. Is there a feather in here that I care about? I actually kind of do have the ability to beat up the star tier, huh? It's just this legendary thief. Um, I'm a little bit confused because I feel like I need to reset my board. I need to reset it. So, is there energy reset? This is the only one. 4 keys. I don't know how to get keys because I've already gotten all the keys on the board, except for this one for 7. Um, so is it a floating angle? Do I have to... Let me look here. So perhaps I need to get into this one. So that's smashing 1 core, level 3. So what I can do is I can grab a bunch of moonstorms, and I think 4 moonstorms will let me kill this core. And that will get me 3 more altitude. Let's just do this and see what happens. This will get us a bunch of levels too to kind of recoup what the moonstorms. We're running out of moonstorms on the grid, so I don't know for sure. Um, there's a feather here. Feather detected. I don't think I can pave. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get 1 more moonstorm. I guess 2 more. An 8 moonstorm room seems excessive. So let's do a 7 moonstorm room. And I will just I guess it's an 8. This will let me painfully get through the final tier. I wouldn't worry too much about our HP. We can grab these hearts and like if I'll just show you, these will give more and more HP. So if I take that, that refills my HP. I'm not going to do it yet, but it's definitely a real consideration. How's the man? If I had the bladeless claymore, things would be different. I tell you that. Um, all right, so the start here is neutralized completely. I need. All right. We need to get up into. We need to get altitude here. Um, so I guess I'm gonna buy some for 1. And let's go ahead and pay some yellow keys and get in here and see what there is to see. Um, it's almost outscaled. I can, I mean, maybe this is what the plats are for. So let's go in here and see what we can do. We can grab this crown. The HP will be nice, and I guess now we have violets again and no plats. I need to get this feather. So I have a pave for that. Do I just punch this guy and pave? Or do I throw some moonstorms and punch? Um, I'm kind of running out of moonstorms. Like if I do 5 moonstorms here, I can get through. I can smash the level 3 core. Maybe I do enough moonstorms to smash this core because I need to kill cores and then I just pay the 2 million. That seems a crazy statement, but I think I can recover the HP like not too badly. I can just swap jump also, which seems a little bit more reasonable. I don't have to jump, right? I do because I don't want to punch that guy. So we'll just grab the feather, keep on scaling our feathers. And there's energy back there. Another great room to freeze, honestly. But we can come back here later. We have a lot of jumps for later. This room, maybe I should go ahead and use enough to smash the core. Is that what I'm doing? Is I'm now paying for moonstorms to break cores. There was an attack there. So 3 moonstorms breaks this core. So 3 energy keys to reset my stuff, which is very appealing. But oh, I have this feather in the middle. These guys are still way too powerful for me. I don't like that at all. Okay. Um, I guess I'm just using my last pave orb for a skill point and smashing the core. And I can pay a red to get up here. I'm going to buy some more paves with this red. I guess I'll just buy this HP with the red. Alright, and I guess I'm buying the skill point. I need to get a reset. I'm feeling like I've kind of exhausted my... this pave is fine, actually. I have to pay a red anyway for that. I mean, I feel like my skill tree is no longer useful to me. Like, I don't really want any of these nodes. I mean, I want them. They're not awful, but like, you can see this only gives 2,000 attack, and I feel like I can do better. So let's fast travel out of here. Um, I can buy 2 things to just... Oh, I have attack on this side, so let me just double altitude this and take a look at my options here. Um, there's a cron guy right here. There's a feather that I can pave for. Um, what is this? Is there a feather in here? I don't see a feather in this room, so... Alright, hold on. Before I spend my... I think I want to spend... Let me do it like this. And... The final tier in this room are actually pretty cheap. I'm gonna have to moonstorm this room, and I'm kind of out of moonstorms. Kind of used them all. Um, all is not lost, though. We have a lot of mobs we can farm. Let me just think about this. I want to save... What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to... Um, I'm trying to find a way... let me go ahead and get this stuff now. It's totally free to grab everything in here. I guess it's not totally free because I hit the switch so I can't get in anymore. But this one is still the best option. I can still use a jump orb to get here, for example, like this. Alright, let's take a look in these rooms. Let's spend a jump to get back in here and just farm this room out. There's a lot of energy for stats. This plat key's probably nice. And I'm still good on dig, so I can just grab the skill. I guess I grab the crown. I don't know if I should be on something besides Mistblade. I should be on Bladeless, but that's not an option. I mean, the Yellow Oath's a consideration, but I don't know, man. I'm not sure about that. 500,000. You know, I'll pay 500,000. All right, let's fast travel out of here. And I think, let me check the Nexus here, because we know I can beat the star tier now. So maybe it's fine to farm through here. And farm through here. 250 on the bird is fine. And let's see. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to natural 120,000 attack. And then once I get to that point, I can just smash a bunch of cores. And that should be really positive for me. I can grab these energy floats. I guess this is all water, so I could blizzard this. Um, Alright, I'm not sure if that's helpful. I will just fight the free start here. And... Okay, so I still have access to this equipment in here, and the ice keys if I need them. Not going into that room. I want to use... Alright, let me just go through here. Look. Yeah, there's so many of these cores are just almost ready to die, but not quite. Maybe it's time to farm out these shadows just for XP. Yeah, I think that looks good. And you see, I have actually 2 more moonstorms that I could take on this grid. 3 more moonstorms. So should I just do that? Should I just grab moonstorm, moonstorm? Let's not do it yet. I think I still have other options. Um, I can get these moonstorms. I probably want these moonstorms. I probably want this energy. I can open the room back up again if I want to. It doesn't matter, you can close it off because you have fast travel, so we can't actually lose access to these rooms. Um, I guess I'm just farming for a bit, seeing if I can raise that attack to 120,000 naturally. Maybe I want to just keep exploring. I can just go to the next area. Um, I have the keys to open this, so I think this is fine if I just go like this and use the platinum key here. And what? Alright, what is happening here? Um, I can kill this core if I can get there. The switch is over here for reds. I mean, I have the reds. I can just turn this room off. I think this just, well, let's see. This lets me path through it, but I lose all this value, right? So I don't actually want to turn that off. That's a terrible use of red keys unless there's something I'm missing. What I can do is I can let me actually do this on the red keys, and then I'm going to I just want to see what's in the next room. All right. What energy key? There is a feather in here and a moon orb. Very interesting. All right, but it's hard to get in that room, so let's not. Let's consider. Do I want to go back in here? Maybe that I could get this energy key. Maybe I have to. Maybe I have to get energy keys. Maybe that's the name of the game. So let's go back in here. Um, the Kron tier is completely unrealistic. Energy is always good to have. I'll buy this energy key. And I guess I smash this core, so I do a punch for 600,000. I swap this guy, punch the core, grab the energy, and we travel out. Um, right, this room was really annoying. This room I could cross now. There are still the Kron Rangers in my way, but there's a lot of, well, yeah, final tier. Um, I guess this guy's free, might as well. This guy's free now. I guess all these enemies are free, I should just farm. This was what? The final tier was pretty expensive. I want to get this reset with energy keys, I think. I think that's where we're going. I think that's where we're going to. Skill. Skill points. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Start here is fine. I guess I punched that guy. Final Rangers are basically free. The Kron Ranger is kind of in an awkward spot for me. The energy key for... I can almost get that. We can go through this guy. Um, I don't need to do that. It's not bad, but what I can do is I can travel down here and go backwards, go through this guy, punch this guy, punch through these guys, and let me get the energy key for 7. I guess this equipment will be good eventually, so I'll grab the equipment nodes and I need to get one more energy key, which is the platinums, which I can do right now. So we can, well, all right, just pay a red, whatever. I don't care. There's the energy key, and then we're going to have to. I'm thinking if there's anything else I want on this grid before I reset, and I think the answer is no. I mean, this stuff's not bad, but what I really need is stats. I need stats, and I don't have stats. So let's go. I forget which one it was. It was this one. So we'll go ahead and jump in. Triple energy key to reset, and does that just automatically reset it, or do I have to use that? Is this just a magic? Okay, there we go. So that will reset our board, and we can start going after. I'm going to go after attack. I know I was on defense, but what I really want is I want to get enough attack that I can. I'll just pay a red here. I want to get enough attack that I can break through those cores naturally to get that altitude. And I'm just going to go ahead and pay for the final slashers. I'm just going to clear this room. It's going to cost me some HP, but I don't really want to come back here. So I won't. I'm going to grab the badges now. And we're done with this room. Let me see what my real attack is. We need like one more level on that, and then we can just punch through these cores. So that's fine. There's levels to be had. Um, Surely there's some star tier left for me. Let me check the Nexus. There we go. We'll get another attack, and now we can just punch these. So let's murder cores, and this will get our elevation up. Our elevation is 15 now. Are there any of these left, or did I punch them all? Floating core 2. There's floating core 1s left. Oh, and here. Yeah. That was one I want to get for sure. Um, let me do a save here because we've gotten pretty far. Let's look at floating core 2s. So floating core 2s must die. Now we have enough elevation naturally that we can get up here. Oh no, oh, 17. We need okay, we'll just do one of these to get up here. And let's go into these rooms and do some stuff. The feather is critical, I think. I mean, I want this Blizzard Orb. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I want it. The Kron enemies are not realistic as usual, so that means we will... there's no real advantage to paving since I can punch at these guys anyway. Just keep leveling up. And I guess that's it for now. Let's go to this one, and let's see. So this is a pretty evil room because you have to pay an energy key and you have to pay a jump to get back into this room. Um, I guess the energy key is if you just want to freeze this room. I don't see a reason why I have to go into this room just yet, though. So I'm going to grab this attack, and I'm going to go back down to the main area. And let's look at what our elevation is at. So we need 7 elevation for this one. Um, okay. All right, so I want to get to the end now, which is a few moonstorms. That should be good to get through this room. And let's see. Yeah, we'll just punch through. We can smash this core while we're here. 1 million for a skill point is a tough ask, but I'm definitely thinking about it. And same thing, I'm going to... I'm fine with that. I'll probably have to swap this guy for the feather. I just punched for 1.4 million, which sucks. But I definitely want feathers. And what I'm thinking about now is that maybe I want to just rush all the keys and get another scroll. But I'm not sure if I can do that. So let me just keep on leveling up, going through the level. Um, I guess I definitely want to get in here, right? So I'm going to want uh there's just an energy key back there. I mean, all right. I guess I want these paves. I'm really low on paves, so I'll just grab them. Okay, not scaled to the cron tier yet. Yep, not going in this one. Alright, so we're just going to go back to this room. And I'm going to punch final tier. Is there a core in this one? This core is what we need, so we're just going to... I'm really considering just tanking these breakers. It kind of sucks, but it's... I think I have the HP to spare on this now, so... Ow, we'll just go through here, get some levels, smash the core, and this gets us altitude 20, which was... Alright, let me look at the core situation. So there's a level 2 core in here, and I'm going to turn that off. A level 1 core there, that's the only one. Level 3 cores in these. And these guys, how much energy do we have? 90,000. So you can see that if we go to one of these level 3 cores, if we moonstorm on them, which let me just grab a moonstorm. We're really close. So I think once I can get those in a single moonstorm range, I'm going to just be using moonstorms to gain elevation. But I want to see what's up here, so let's pay 1 million. Grab the energy key, which is always nice to have. Let's elevate ourselves by 5 here. And let's see what we're working with. There's a scroll for platinums, so I'm wishing I had those platinums again. Um, but I can beat all these enemies, so I don't see a reason not to go in there. Alright, let's just go inside here and beat everyone up. There's a feather down here. Let me get that first. This room is such a low tier that now I'm wondering if you're supposed to somehow sneak into here early, and there's a lot of really good stuff to have. I mean, look at this. Like this room is unbelievably good for us. Um, we can we just travel out and we disable the jammers so we can jump back in. I have paves that I got for those red keys, so instead of all those plat keys, I'll just pave for the scroll. Now our XP multiplier looks like it's actually a thing, and all of a sudden we're getting levels pretty fast. Um, I don't really need the Azure. I'm just going to grab the badges and dip. So we'll just fast travel out back here, and I'm going to, it's probably an undo. Oh, did we reach a clear? So energy keys here. I can get an energy. Um, I mean, this is just a jump orb to get back in here. So I don't see a reason why I'm not taking everything here. There's a gold medal. HP doesn't matter on this one. Just so you guys know, I'm not going to be recording this score because they're going to be changing the stage, acting the super boss. So this is just kind of like a first impression run. You can copy it for now, but I'm going to be doing a full run once I understand the tower a little bit better. Like, I really don't know what I'm doing at all. All right, so but I want the feather. So the cheapest key is this one in the corner. Is there a chance that I can rush there? Um, I mean, this is what I did last time as I went through here. Um, so what I can actually do is I'll just get this one for 7. Um, just like that. And I'll grab the XP, 3,400. We'll travel out of here and um, hopefully be able to just mess these guys up. I want to just go through here once, leveling up, and I don't have to use that. I can travel to the next zone, move backwards, and I can leave the energy on the ground, I guess, instead of spending the violet. And I'm just going to go through this place like this. I'm not sure if those skill points on the weapons were actually worth using in the end, but maybe it's fine. What I want though is stats, so let me keep on, let me go pivot back to just mindlessly leveling up my my stats here. All right, I guess I'm going down here, this corner, get all the defense. 500,000 is kind of a lot, but it's okay. I guess 500,000 for the skill point is something I'm interested in. I guess I'm interested in going over here too. And I guess I'm interested in this guy, and I'll just keep on grabbing defense. The big plat shadows are done, so where was that? I kind of just want this reclaim orb. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Well, I can't do the crons yet. Um, let me... Where is it? Where's the shadow room? Oh, it's this one? Let me kill the big plat shadows for some more plat keys. And I guess I'll just dig these up for minor stats. Um, this room's ready to die, so we'll go ahead and take our moon gate in, and we'll just punch everything to death. Blue key for all this energy. It's great. I'm thinking about getting this 1,000 energy, so I will. It's not that much. It's still 1,000 stats, so it's pretty good to have. All right. Let's check the Nexus again, see what I want to do here. So I think my next goal was I want to get this thing to 50. I might be able to, so that's 6 things. I might be able to just do that. Let me see what's in here. It might be something we want to do. I have this Blizzard Orb. Oh, I have the Blizzard Orb. So that's what I've spent my violets on. Let's just rip that here. And I will just grab all this stuff. All right, and let's get to 50 and just see what we're working with in here. So I guess this is the Nexus. I mean, we're already in the Nexus, but this is the Nexus again. I'm going to keep on just mindlessly grabbing defense. Go up here. I remember there's a lot of really cheap nodes up here. So we have the final tier naturally neutralized now. Mostly. I'm looking for the Dreamer. I want to see what his deal is. They did say that the Dreamer dropped a doubler, so um, I want that. And I guess I need to consider the clown rooms again. Maybe they make more sense when I have a lot of stats, which I definitely do. Yeah, I can just go here. I can fast travel out. Can I? Where am I? Okay, I guess I could just travel here like that. Um, oh, geez, the Dreamer's in there, isn't he? Okay, okay, okay. I see you. Um, okay. Yeah, yeah. No, that's fine. Let's get stats down here. I'll get the HP modifier, and then um, I guess I'll pay this violet key. And the cheapest is through this guy. I'm just gonna pay the 2 million. I want this feather. All right, the level 3 floating cores are 250,000 defense. So I almost have the stats to smash them, but I think I do want to access the Dreamer. This is 30 attack per level, so that's a pretty significant amount of attack increase. Um, okay. Not sure about the key budget, but let's just smash these and let's... Still not at the Dreamer? Um, okay. I guess I'm just kind of exploring at this point. I don't really know what's going on. I mean, I haven't been fighting Kron enemies, right? So I'm really not at the Dreamer just yet. But there are still feathers that I still want. The Everbloom is probably a better equipment than what I have on. So I guess I'm going to spend enough moonstorms here that I can fight these enemies. I'm just going to grab some moonstorms. Alright, that should be fine. 500,000 is not an issue for us. A blizzard orb would freeze this area, so that is also a consideration. Um, Wait, this room is terrible. I hate this. I really hate this. What does this switch do? I mean, I have the red keys to just go through this side. So let's do it. It's not too expensive. I'm going to need to double pave this. I definitely want to grab this feather that's 4 million, which is kind of not fun, but kind of fine. I think the Everbloom is going to be really good with the retroactive crowns. Okay, there's a life claymore. That is the weapon that I actually want to be on. So I'm going to have to Moonstorm again. I'm going to grab Moonstorms. I think it's time to push through here, and it's time to push through and get to the Dreamer and get his doubler. I'm fairly confident of that. Here's a Reclaim Orb that we can actually get now. So this is free if we do it like this, because we can. I mean, we can. That's just so you can't swap the thief. Um, there's a feather here, and that feather is a swap orb because then we can fast travel out and just pick it up. Um, I can just go around and kill these guys. I want to get to the Dreamer and not be fighting these Kron enemies. Let me go for some stats here. Let me pave here, and I want to get this life claymore. Is it the Dreamer yet? Oh god! All right, so here's the Dreamer. Um, he's pretty strong. I think we want to swap to life claymore after because we're going to probably want to use a cane on him. We probably want to use a. Actually, his attack is pretty weak. Um, so what we're going to do is we're going to just Moonstorm him into Oblivion. Yep. And I'm going to just grab this now. I'll pay 3 million for this. Grab the life claymore. And then we'll spend all of these on Moonstorms. Moonstorm, Moonstorm, Moonstorm. 7 Moonstorms. 3 million, 2 million. 12 million. Agent is actually the most serious. We actually still have our herbs that we never used, so let me go ahead and I'll just kill everyone. We got this. Maybe I'll do one more Moonstorm just to lower damage, just a tad. But we've won. $8 million for the agent is by far the most dangerous of the enemies. I'll gladly pay that. What is the agent drops 100 feather? That's really good. And the Dreamer himself, did his... Is he scaling with us or something? For 30,000. No, I just misread what his deal was. Alright, a lot more defense. He's not killing us now. I'm going to go ahead and send all my frost herbs, just doesn't do a ton. 5 million. I'm not sure what this energy 100,000 means, if I'm getting 100,000 energy. And I'm taking no damage because of the leech. I might as well level up before I do this, and... Alright, so there's a 2x feather, and we got a mega energy. And the plat keys to get another scroll. Here's C3. What is happening here? So there's eternal potions for 3 keys here, and all of the stuff. Alright, so there's 103 with basically no resources. I'm going to go ahead and save that, and we'll go ahead and go into cleanup. Alright, but of course we want to get unlocks, and we want to... I'm not actually going to get the unlocks. I'll do those later in like a run, hopefully. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do a cleanup and just see what we can actually get. So let's just go through it. I think at this point, we need XP. So what I actually want to do is I need to find platinum keys and energy keys. That's the first step, is I want to max my experience. So our plat keys, what can we get with this? Alright, let's jump in here, and we'll just kill all these enemies. We won't come back. And actually, you know, let me just real quick. Well, I'm going to get this because I want XP. And let me just look at what the scores look like. I know I got this score, but it looks like stats are what I'm going to be scoring on. There's probably a world where you have some amazing HP score and you just keep on recurring HP and you HP max. But for now, let me just focus on stats, and we'll see what the better option for scoring is later. But first, we need to get energy keys, right? Because... And we have a mega skill. So what do we do with a mega skill? Lotus using the second spot is appealing. These are all really cool. This is not as cool. Let's hold on to this. We don't need it just yet. But we do need is we need the we need all of these. Is there another one? Yes, there's this one. And do I have to reset my board? I don't want to reset my board. Is there an energy key available on the map? Let's see. Alright, there's one for 1,000,000,000 blues. But probably for a reclaim. There's one for 1,000,000,000 rids. And we can't get a reclaim on it. The clown... Again, I don't... Where even are winner's keys? What is happening? What? Alright, there must be something I don't understand yet. I mean, there's still 2 floating areas, but what? Yeah, okay. That is a room that I understand for sure. This one is 4 paves. 4 paves actually sounds more my speed. So I think I said I wasn't coming back in here, but I am. We're going to spend 4 paves. I'm keeping my mana. This could be a level away, but I'm keeping my mana just because I don't know what I'm gonna need. I don't know if maybe I have to glitch Nexus Traveler again. Um, don't know. All right, so I can grab this last feather, and that'll be all our XP multiplier. And now there's still these seals. There's so much stuff on this level that I certainly do not understand, and I'm certainly not doing everything right. But um, we are doing what we can. I guess I'm just gonna spend these jump orbs to get in here. What is the XP like on these guys? So the bladeless is still really good. You still want to be on bladeless. We're losing so much XP from not being on bladeless, but uh, that's just how it is. Um, what is this switch? I don't see. I don't see what this switch does. Where's the tiles? I guess I'll just spend a jump to get in here and a jump to get down here. All right, let's hunt cores. I think I can. I'm not quite there yet. Um, it's time to turn this back on. And I mean, I have skill points. I actually should just get this attack. Um, now I can hunt these cores. I want to get in there. There's no core here. I guess I want to go there. So let's just smash this core, and I guess there's no reason not to murder everyone in here now. I'll leave the keys frozen just in case we want to do something with that. But I didn't really find a great use for that yet. I mean, there are those long keychains, so maybe I do want to do that eventually. I'm not sure. Take 1,000,000 for that. That's fine. I guess it's time to... I don't care about that ice key melting. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to use it. Um, I guess it's time to mirror back in here. I'm going to go ahead and murder all the enemies. And I think I can stop leveling up at this point for now. This one... Okay. Alright, what are we... So, for a key, I could get in here, and I guess these guys could die now. It's kind of hard to get these feathers before Dreamer, but I could probably kill them. Let me keep on... Well... Alright, I mean, I can spin another mirror to get in here. We actually have enough of these to... We almost have enough to elevate every single core. If I just get one here, I'll just grab one so I can see everything. Now... Oh, I can't actually... This is jammed, so I have to do this one naturally. Okay, so let's just go to these cores and see what's in them. Alright, so surely there's a feather that I missed, and we already got the Dreamer Doubler, but it's probably still good to grab the feathers anyway. We've completely outscaled these guys, so I can just run down and go straight for the feathers, which, how do I get in here? I guess I just pave? Or I can go in a spiral here, yeah? Okay, 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 that makes sense. I mean, you know, it's still some XP. And we're gonna want to smash cores because we are. And I guess I'll trade blue for skill points. I'm not sure. Skill points are actually getting less useful now, but still good. And here, well, there's some paves and there's some energy. I guess I want everything here. One thing that I haven't seen, oh, there actually is a feather here. Let me just grab this feather. I haven't seen a tail feather, which would be, you know, I'm honestly happy that I haven't. I guess I'll level up just so I can have an easier time with these final breakers. I think they're the only enemy left that gets to fight me. And I don't know. I guess skill points are good. I mean, skill points are really good actually because even during cleanup, I can do like HP on them, right? All right, one more core that we can check out. There's a moon orb there. That's how you're gonna do the reclaim unlock, right? You just get 5 reclaims and get that moon orb. Um, Looking for a feather. Is there no feather here? All right, whatever. Smash the core. Here's another reset. Platinum bandana. I'm a little bit concerned because um the reason I'm concerned is I don't have a I guess I can just pay an energy key to get back in here later if I have to. So I'm no longer concerned. Let's see what's up here. Oh, this is C2. That was C1 we were at before. So, all right, C2. Here's one of the reclaims that we need. Uh, I mean, I guess I want the skill points. All right, so I'm worried that I kind of locked myself because I need to reset my board a bunch and I haven't. So where's this last core? It's in here. Let's go in there. It's this one. Right, and this was this room. I guess I'll leave that open because I'm going to want to get in there probably, I imagine. We'll smash this core. All right, and I guess I'm not going to take these key trades. Um, I guess I have to smash these big cores now. which is, where is it? Where's that big core? There's one here. So this one is hard to smash because I'll just grab this crown. This is hard to smash because we can't use moonstorms on score tiles. That one we have access to through the moon gate. This thing has, we actually just need like 2,000 more attacks, so we just level up. Now we can smash the big cores. I guess I'm just submitting moonstorms to smash big cores at this point. I don't really need them for much else, unless I need to use them on clowns. Okay. I'm going to pay for this skill point. And I'm going to go ahead and smash this core over here. Oh, I guess I'm one moonstorm for that. Sorry. And what's our elevation now? Is this just all the cores? Do I need to smash all the cores for that? Is that what's going on here? That might be what's going on here. It's probably a full moon scoring thing. That's probably what the mana goes towards. Do I have full moon on this character? I don't. That's the red clowns and moons, so I would not have that. Yep. And I might just not use the mega energy so that we have a better idea of what it might be good for later. Is there a core here? What is this? That's a funny one. I mean, these glory orbs are probably something that we want eventually. We'll jump back in here and I'll smash this core with a moonstorm. And I'll just kill all these enemies. Oh, I don't need the yellow key. I paved down here. So let's go in this way. And I guess I'm just going to pay for access to this and the energy. Why not? I should be using the mega, don't get the purple bandana. I should be using the mega energy on something, so maybe it's just keys. One of these keys is something that we want to end up doing, but alright, and now, no, still not. We need to go to this one. This one has another core and a spell power. We have to buy one more moonstorm for this guy. Alright, and one more level 3 core. Let's see, this one. No, that one's really hard. This one is also really hard. This one is not difficult, though. This one we kill and we loot the room. I needed one more moonstorm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save all my skill points and we'll see what's better. Like, I'm not going to know what's better for sure, but I'm going to do one cleanup on HP and one cleanup, or like just taking a bunch of HP stuff and one taking a bunch of attack and defense, and we'll be able to see which one is better. At least we'll have a good idea of that. Obviously the run's not fully optimized, so we won't know for sure, but all right, so these things, we have to kill them naturally, I guess. I guess there's no other way to get 40, unless is there some way to purge the jammers in this room? I don't see a way to purge the jammers in this room. So I guess we have to smash one of these, which means I just get a cane out, right? I just get a cane. Alright, let me just get a cane and do that. Let me see if there's an easier one than the one that I need to jump for. I mean, I could do this one, but that's for scoring. Let's just pay a jump and grab a cane. Running really low on jumps now. It's still not enough. Shall I grab the kelp too? Does that even get me? All right. Let me go ahead and just take these attack nodes here and here. And I guess let me just take one more attack stat node and one more attack stat node. Is there a 2 left? There's a 2 right here. And now we will go to this room and I'll smash this core. And we will go to um, well, hold on now. This is not fair. This one is not gaining as much altitude. I don't know if it's a bug or if this is intended. Um, fine. I mean, we can make this work. I guess just smash both of these cores and see what happens. So I will need another jump orb in, where is it? This room. I need 2 jump orbs, so now I have to go source a jump for a red. That's fine in the starting room. Um, where? Let me just find it. I'm being silly. Um, all right, there we go. Smash the core, and we're also going to need to. It's only 39, so that one's only getting 1 each. So I guess it is just, it does require almost every core. Maybe that's the super unique enemy. All right, let me just look here. I should clear this room. I'll clear this room. I don't have my life claymore anymore, but it's fine. I have it outscaled, so I don't have to pay any keys for this. I can just go down each line. All right. And we will go, let's go check this out and see what the deal is with this thing. That's a make energy. I mean, yeah, looks good to me. Another energy key, another reclaim orb, and the mega energy. Okay. All right. We need to get an energy orb and reset. Well, maybe we don't. Let me see. So the clown room is what I'm looking at now. And let's see, let's see. I guess we can just go here and do this. They drop a lot of mega energy. Let me look at where my reset scrolls are. So there's 4 of them. Um, they cost 4, 3. I have to pay an energy to get in here. 3 here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and deal with the clowns now. Using my mirror orb, I'll level up 13 times. I'll use a mega energy just to get access to here. I don't want to get the unlocks because this is going to be I want to get them all in my actual video. So, I'll just skip on the mega energy for cleanup. It'll just be a kind of bad cleanup, but we know we can get more. Um, I also feel like we have the I can use mega energy to get energy reloads. So maybe I'll just use all of it on that. We actually are fine on all the unlocks. I can see that the 10 reclaims is not hard. Um, this one is easy. We just spend all our mega energy on energy. We have a ton of skill points to go buy keys. Let's see. Yeah, that one is fine. I would get a little bit more XP in there, but like I said, I just don't want to pick those up. Where was that yellow clown? What was his deal? So that was here. This is one that like. What is happening here? Okay, so I've killed these other clowns. Let's take a look at this. This guy has no stats. Like, we can beat him up easily. Is this a Great Tribe seal? Is that what's happening here? Am I supposed to Great Tribe and reclaim through these blocks? Are there any winner's keys on the level? Am I supposed to use Glory Legacy and Winner Legacy and then I can glitch return twice? And I mean, I don't really understand this. So we have one reclaim, all right? Um, do you freeze and seal this? Is that what's going on? So let me make a save here and do what I think you do here, which is so we need a seal. So let me use my mega energy to reload. And let me just reset my board. Can I do that again, or is that's one time only? So that actually is going to be a bit harder. But let me just look at this. Um, I'm just trying to figure out how this unlock works. So I'm going to double my keys. I'm going to get the Blizzard Orb, and then I'm going to. I need another Jump Orb. There's 6 in here for an energy, which I can just get. I'm gonna load anyway, so this is not a problem. Okay, we'll go. Where is it here? Jump orb. Let's go back to It is this room, right? And we'll go ahead and pay a jump for access. We will hit these switches. I'm going to, whoops, I don't want to do that. I want to use the seal, freeze this room, and now I'm going to go, what room am I in? I can fast travel to this, so then you can do it just like this. Grab 4 keys, go here, open up these, go back to your skill tree. You can grab your energy here and here, open up these. You can smite this guy, and there you go. So that, okay. So that's all our unlocks done. It's just the super unique. I'm going to undo that because that was a crazy sequencing. And I just want to now finish cleanup and let's see how we do on this level. So now we've gotten all of that. We'll just go through each room, kill all enemies. All right, that stuff's all done. It was at the first floating core. Let's check this floating core. All right, there are still a couple cron enemies there. Let's punch this guy. We're going to need... The thing that's going to be important for cleanup is... I'm just going to take these. I don't care about the minor efficiency loss. The thing that's going to be really important for cleanup for us is getting all the resets that we can. The resets are critical. And that's because we're going to want to just... I mean, honestly, I'm guessing HP is going to be really, really good. And what we're going to do is we're going to just get the drops and we're going to get an HP cap at the very least is going to be part of the scoring. So when I said that we were going to do it on stats, I mean, I'm going to still try it, but I'm pretty sure I already know what the outcome is going to be. And that we're going to want to HP cap. So let me just make sure all the enemies are dead. And then I'm not even going to pick up all the items. I just want to... get to the cleanup and get, you know, a pretty decent cleanup at least going, even if it's not perfect. Most of our stats, I can already tell you this, that almost all the stats are going to be coming from the level up board, and it's really not going to matter the stuff on the floor. I'm certainly going to reclaim for this now that I know that I have... I don't actually need this room. Alright, so the thing I care about are enemies. Let me just see where there are. The Nexus, we can smite these guys. We can use swaps to traverse that area. We should have some sort of weapon on, but it's fine. Alright, so we'll use swap orbs to get to each section, clean up all these enemies. We'll swap the digs because we really don't need the digs. Take all the levels. I could get the Kant later, but this run's over, and I just want to see how we do. And I'm also kind of, I'm already thinking about how to make this run actually good, how you want to actually optimize this. So I'm kind of thinking more about that than about the current run. Alright, we are almost through the enemies. It's just these guys in the Nexus and the Super Nexus. Do we need digs to access these? I guess we could do it with swaps, since swaps are more plentiful. And where are we? We're here. Okay, so we can fast travel to this place. This one. Is that energy just in the air? Okay, I guess that's fine. Let's see. We can get access. No, it's jammed, so we actually can't. What does this switch do? Nothing? It's weird. I don't know what this is doing here. You have so many digs on this level. We're at I don't think I've ever had this many digs before. Two reds or a plat, it doesn't matter too much. Alright, still have some enemies left. We still have this Cron Ranger that was just blocking us for so long, and this guy's in a blue and yellow key right here. I remember him. Okay, so that's gonna be the level. We can go ahead and use glory orbs. There are more glory orbs to be had, so let's do a standard cleanup. Glory orbs are going to be... They're in the Nexus. So we go... It's... this one right here. Here we go. Where are we? We're going to go this one and go backwards. And I want to... I guess I pave this, and I mean, I need these orbs anyway, so I'll just do this. This is where it might be really nice to get one of those mega energies going. Alright, glory orbs. We just use them. Alright, the next step is we need to get as many of these... I guess these crowns are good, but I don't want to pay... I don't want to pay energy for them. I don't have red keys for that. Budget is kind of ruined. So let's just go for... Let's get the energy reloads, and then let's get out of this level. Alright, so... We are going to... this one... We can grab this for our mega energy. And we will... Alright, I have to save the game now, and we'll do... I'm convinced HP is right, actually. I said I was going to do both, but I'm convinced that you want to do HP. So let me maximize HP here. At least let me get HP cap. These things are just so efficient HP with how these drops work. So I want all of these. All right. That looks pretty good. I guess I can get the 3 skill point ones, but maybe I don't get the 4. That seems pretty reasonable as cleanup. And now we are going to use the reset. And then we're going to go for HP. I'm going to get all of this HP. Maybe I don't get the 8 because I'm going to be HP capped. Maybe. Let's just get it. I don't want to optimize like super hard on this. Alright, I need all of these stones for sure. So I'm running out of energy as well, so skill points. So that's fine. It's not a super optimal run. But let me just get these energy stones anyway. Um, I'm going to undo this because I don't need the energy stones, I guess, because I'm not going to get another reset. So I'm just going to do this board, max this board out, and we're going to score. And actually, before I do the energy reload, let me make sure. I think I got all of these. I got all the equipment which I wanted to do. So we will go ahead and just max out this board. We can get an eternal for these keys, so maybe I will grab 3 of them. I'll grab the cheap ones so that I can get by 1 eternal to get closer to HP capping. 2 left, so what are we gonna do for 2? Any skill points left over? Yeah, for purple, we can go get the skill points, which is here. I guess we just spend the purples. I guess I can use a last oath since I'm not going to end up doing the other one. So this is kind of inefficient. But I will just get some red so I can... I mean, my last oath is pretty bad on this character too, so, you know, it is what it is about that. Um, all right. Yeah, that's all good. Let's look if there's any more skill points that we can grab. There's 1 in there for keys. Yeah, we're not doing that. But I guess I can grab this HP for fun. Is there an alchemist one on this level? I didn't think about that. Alright, there is a cane, but I don't see an alchemist wand. It's alright. I don't really care. For 3, we can actually go, let's see. That's like... we want to get this. We should have gotten this other energy sword one for 5. But I think that's really good for scoring. And you know, there's obviously more that you can do. There's always more that you can do, but let's just call that a day and see how that does. All right, so we can buy 1 eternal and all right, so that is a pretty crazy score for our first try. Not bad, really fun tower, and I can already think of a lot of stuff that we can optimize. The HP, I'm not certain if this was good. I think it was good to do this, but we didn't have metals. We had a lot of stuff working against us. I don't know how the super unique's gonna work, and obviously we had some orbs, so we could have a little bit better cleanup. But I'm pretty happy with this. I hope you guys learned a lot about this level. I'll be having another video once the level's fully released that will show a better run. I'll get all the unlocks for real in it, and I will try to kill the super unique. They said it might not be possible without 5 sunstones, but I'm always going to see what we can do. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to delete this score. Like I will delete this metal file because I want to come at this fresh once the stage is kind of done. I'll work on my strat and I'll have a shorter video because I'll be a little bit more cognizant about the stage. But yeah, you'll see that next time. So thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I just realized that I actually had a Mega Energy and I might as well just spend it on 10,000 energy. We've got plenty to use, like I could use another one even, and the 2 left behind the clown. So that's just a quick one click to get 20 more sunstones. So that is the real end of the video. Again, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day.